My name is Jim Dad. I'm martial art expert and self-defense instructor. Originally, I'm from Russia. I was born, grew up, and used to live almost all my life, in a very tough area in West Siberia. And age about 8 or 9 years old, I started to practice boxing, and later on I started to practice Greco-Roman wrestling. And as I remember myself, I was fought on the street, not because somebody tried to assault me, tried to offend me, no. It's because life in Russia is very tough, and it was and it is very tough life in Russia. So, and in my 18 years old, I was drafted to Soviet Army, and I served in special elite unit, airborne elite unit, when I started to learn hand-to-hand combat. And I fell in love with this system. It's a very special system where I was trained to use knives, any kind of weapon, and I was trained to defend myself against any kind of weapon, any kind of enemies. So after army, I started to continue practice by myself. I started to train my friends, some of my friends, and later I started to work in the local police department as combat instructor. I was training special police unit to use any kind of weapon, plus to defend themselves against any kind of criminal with weapon. So, and most of all, same time, I was consistently practice myself. I was learning any kind of martial arts was able to learn back in the Soviet Union. After a while, I moved to the United States and I started to continue to learn everything what was possible for me. And at the same time, I was trying to choose most effective technique I try to apply to my system. Meantime, as self-defense instructor, I have some experience to teaching different group of people, different age of people, and plus my experience of street fight back in Russia. It's very important for me because street fight, it's very good test to prove your fighting skills. It's much better than practicing in the gym, much better to take part to some competition. So, if you saw my experience, I want to share some combination, some technique with you in these videos. And I want to give some advice for beginning. Psychology training is very important in the practice. It doesn't matter what kind of style you're learning. It doesn't matter what kind of fighting technique you learn, boxing, wrestling, or any kind of martial arts. Psychology training is very important. When you're practicing, you must think about what are you doing. Never be distracted by anyone. Never talk with anyone. For example, if you practice with partner or with your brother, stay in focus. You have to think about what you're doing. You have to control each your movement. You have to control each your muscles. And when you're practicing, and from beginning, when you do in slow motion any movement, even you do in slow motion any movement, punch or kick, or any combination, you have to imagine in your subconscious, you have to put some special program in your subconscious that you're doing this, for example, punch in full force, with full speed, and you're crushing skull, for example, skull of your enemy. Even you do slowly, try to imagine that you do it in full force. And after a while, when you practice in the punching and kicking, it will be very effective, very strong, very fast movement. And you always must be confident, especially in some extreme situations. You must be confident. Don't be afraid. Don't have any doubts. Don't be hesitated. You must be confident in your skills, and especially in some extreme situations like street fight, war zone, or something. Don't be afraid, because humans are the same just like animals. They feel everything. They feel that somebody very weak or somebody very strong. And your confidence will help you to be always winner. You must be think that you will be always winner. Don't be afraid, and some instructors can tell you that, oh, you have to show that I'm afraid, don't do that like this, because it will not help some cases. You must be confident and you will be always winner.